There is a mechanism in your brain right now that is actively fighting against your success. It's not a defect. It's a survival feature. For years, you've been told that success comes from grinding, suffering, and pushing through pain. But neuroscience says the exact opposite. If you are relying on willpower to get things done, you have already lost the battle before it even started. 1. The Great Deception. For most of your life, you have been told a lie. You have been led to believe that your inability to stick to a routine, your tendency to procrastinate, and your struggle to focus are flaws in your character. You have been told that you lack discipline, that you are weak, or worse, that you are simply lazy. But what if I told you that this view is not just harsh, it is scientifically wrong? The guilt you feel every time you skip the gym or scroll through social media instead of working is misplaced. You are not fighting against a weak personality. You are fighting against millions of years of biological programming. The truth is, discipline, as modern society defines it, goes against the very design of the human brain. Your brain was not engineered for productivity, abstract goals, or heroic self-control. It was engineered for one specific purpose: survival. And in the context of survival, laziness is not a defect. It is a feature. 2. The biological mismatch. To understand why you fail, you must understand the hardware you are operating. For 99% of human history, calories were scarce and danger was everywhere. In that environment, expending unnecessary energy was a death sentence. The brain evolved a simple directive: conserve energy whenever possible. This mechanism is still running in your head today. When you try to force yourself to do something difficult, like writing a complex report or lifting heavy weights, your ancient brain flags it as a threat to your energy reserves. It triggers a resistance response. It screams at you to stop and seek comfort. Simultaneously, your brain is wired to seek immediate rewards. In the wild, an immediate reward meant food or safety. Today, that same wiring makes you reach for your phone. Social media provides a hit of dopamine that is fast, predictable, and requires zero caloric effort. This is what neuroscientists call cognitive ease. Your brain will always naturally choose the path of least resistance. It is not a moral failure, it is a biological default. 3. The myth of willpower. This brings us to the biggest mistake people make: relying on willpower. We treat willpower as if it were a muscle that can flex indefinitely. But studies show that willpower is a finite resource. It is like a battery. Throughout the day, as you make decisions and resist temptations, that battery drains. By the evening, you are biologically incapable of resisting the path of least resistance. The most consistent people on the planet, top athletes, CEOs, writers, are not superhuman. They do not have more willpower than you. They simply do not rely on it. Instead of fighting their biology, they manipulate it. They use a concept called choice architecture. They design their environment so that the desired behavior is the easiest option. If you want to work out, you don't decide in the morning. You lay your clothes out the night before. If you want to focus, you don't resist the phone. You remove it from the room entirely. When you remove the friction, you stop fighting your brain and start working with it. 4. The neurological hack. Once the environment is set, you need a method to automate the behavior. The brain loves patterns. It builds strong neural highways for actions you do every day, like brushing your teeth or brewing coffee. These are automatic. They require no willpower. You can hijack these existing highways using a technique known as habit stacking. Instead of trying to create a new habit from scratch, which is mentally expensive, you attach the new behavior to an old one. The formula is precise. After I do the current habit, I will do the new habit. By linking a new, difficult action to an old, automatic one, you bypass the brain's resistance to starting. You use the momentum of the old habit to pull the new one along. Over time, this neurological link solidifies. The effort disappears, and the discipline becomes automatic. 5. The identity shift and conclusion. However, environment and tactics are only half the battle. The final piece of the puzzle is how you view yourself. Behavioral psychologists have found that lasting change only happens when it penetrates the layer of identity. If you say, "I am trying to run," you are identifying with the struggle. But if you say, "I am a runner," you are identifying with the lifestyle. True discipline is not about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It is about becoming the type of person for whom that action is normal. So stop blaming your character. Stop waiting for a burst of motivation that will never last. Your brain is a machine designed for efficiency. If you want to change your life, you don't need to fight the machine, you need to reprogram it. Build the system, Design the environment, and let the behavior follow. We are decoding the human mind on this channel every single week. If you are tired of generic motivational quotes and want real, scientific strategies to master your brain, you need to join this community. Click subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's rewire your mind together.